all the propaganda, all the PR, all the shenanigans Sammy Gyamfi government ni ade ye now omo admit said they are losses. So why was all the propaganda? The mom who said Sammy Gyamfi say asem we e kojo opon kroma and nke wo power. And a kojo opon kroma ye head of gold board and now ye even minister of information. And a Sammy Gyamfi da who opposition. Na ye ko hu say kojo opon kroma bodyguard. Ya ko hu say sika we say bodyguard na fa wia. And Sammy Gyamfi ye ho press conference by 1,000. Comment where I will post you on Facebook. Who the good anymore Ashanti regional minister? You are disgracing us. Say you're setting up any institution. Etika President Kufuor setting up NHIA no. Say NHIA make losses. I am going to President Kufuor and Ashanti regional minister we. Missy member good anymore.
Let me warmly welcome you once again to this noble platform. Yes, Smart Africa Media. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on the notification bell. In the comment section, was to me at what You see, I brought you a video of Sammy Gyamfi yesterday. I was responding to Afenyomakin Honorable. And I may catch it. I will say, what I will. So what been him Sammy Gyamfi no one can chance of walking kakwa de hodo. And this and I'm who's Ashanti regional minister. They are good year in this one. One also make catch and the baby say baby, a word in our grocon. A where throw one to no bone. And no Sammy Gyamfi bedin komo iwie and a TikTok minister no Ashanti regional minister no. Ebe kan sem bi say mona mo se ba o me na de ba ye na kana banada. Look at enkura kasa o. Vim lady abedi hu nkomo wa be respond to amoakohene. Na eno de hia me kese pa me bros a video we. Wonim ni Lante Vanderpuye. I think Ododio member of parliament. Na ni Lante Vanderpuye wonim say ono nanka na dan Kufuor do ekoye campaign e Ododio de ama Vandermana okobo Vanderpuye no. Ni Lante Vanderpuye NDC nipa. Wasi nkomo no Sammy Gyamfi akodi no mo amoakohene ne nkrofo no a motetere mo pejapejja mo men no mo fu say enkomo a akora na bedi bia no normal no. Ye ndra Ashanti regional minister who Ashanti regional minister we hum from so a Sammy Gyamfi press conference na we ye no regional minister na person chese we hunu hwe wo ho eno achi wo bonaba so ni Lante Vanderpuye say enkomo no o de say Sammy Gyamfi abedi no nkora akasa entino honorable Afenyomakin won fa nche no na Ghana fo mfa nche no we ye NDC ni na we ye peni sabi tafrache na wo beso so saade we su a ni Lante Vanderpuye se men country say sabi wan dwena nko echi because me amete he ya me yakora ya mte kura no metie nkomo no abrante ndi am se dabi adenti na wo be responding nipa wotimi eka sabi to say I will be in jail in his brain. Wo beke kan sembi tira no a na emfa kwem and ni Lante Vanderpuye abe pato on his behalf. And we end this ni penny na no pay you when your audacity asha tade akotena FM station ekoka bi atoso anope ka tuma to P7 now we supported the Sammy Gyamfi kan no wada wuruma bra men spend no time bebre betiem komema me ni Lante Vanderpuye was there watch this
has acted using the mechanisms available to him. He will have acted in a much more responsible manner, and the response from the other side will have been different.
Okay.
But when you speak like just an ordinary person making those effusions, then you are also asking somebody to give you the same measure.
But you agree the words were harsh.
Yes, I totally agree. And I wouldn't want anyone to use that on a platform like that.
Okay.
I wouldn't. By my communication background, I wouldn't want the person because you are not speaking to only that person. You are speaking to many other people. So that one, I will sit here and apologize on behalf of Sammy Gyamfi. Even if he has not done that, I will do that. Because it's my boy. It takes me as a senior person, just as you do. And I would say he's not a communicator. He's not a communications expert like me. He hasn't done communication. I have done communication. And I know that by register, when you're talking, you are not talking to one person, you are talking to general number of people. So look at that distance. So fine, this is different thing.
You see, when we say near here more mind, what Nancy only said, baby, and Comona, a branch and I could dino. A young Korakasa, and the young Coma was a penny be also my whim. And no be a back as somewhat so one can't do so or can't to good body so. When we see you, but good body in your dear. And anybody to say, kabi a Bank of Ghana. So you nanka was say Sammy Gyamfi no responded to Bank of Ghana, but Sammy Gyamfi no call the personal ma afia maken. Ekeka bi kire no. Oye kohwini ekeka na Sammy Gyamfi no enye no because obi a wotimi ka kire ne nana peni se urade nkuno de. Sa brande we ka tro se we kohwini a. No we ka kire urade se urade nkum Ghana mampeni. Na wo no ka tro se we kohwini be ha. De bi nti wohu edua na ba ne ba me yehu edua koro firi ko ofiri but Sammy Gyamfi na nka wo ye young guy pa nka obetimi ehwe na bra boso ye nka obetimi akwakyire o but nkomo no Sammy Gyamfi bedi ye no me tia na me ka so de bi enye normal eno na ni Lante Vanderpuye abe pacho no oso wo pacho even se Sammy Gyamfi ni kura no ohunu se wo ye mfumso na wo mpacho wo no de wo ye penin wo hunu de ekro oye peni esi baby a peni dina ne duru na abofra wo dina ho woni nduru ho enti no mo sa mpeni mfo na mada ne sabe nkura no a nkura na yi ade a na mo ne omu ina abura tete no mo metie mo abetie amanyo sam no enya atemnidi enya Ghana politics na ye detia anka wei anka papa be condemn ye no nanka yenya ye mpeni mfo bi o mo nso abem nko ma condemn but o mo be kwa ko TV o wa ya ade wakasa Vim lady sigan kanchire yewra mu akohene no a ebre bi metu no fo a wantie no Catherine sen komo agoro no wodi no ne ho beba asem ensem bo ne ho na me ba on memma o screenshot bi of sa post na wo ye na Vim lady be di hu komo no ifa obedi Sammy Gyamfi so de ho no komo Vim lady say yambusa se so ampa se enkomo a Sammy Gyamfi di ni gold board ni adi se yewra opon kroma ena na ban wo power and the side we course one Sammy Gyamfi nka de na obeye eno wati or responded to yewra mu akohene na ye ba memma o screenshot bi enro post is side we no masa atemnidie tie Vim lady bra
question was ebusa imagine mu de mo busa Sammy Gyamfi say asem we kojo opon kroma and nke wo power and kojo opon kroma ye head of gold board and now ye even minister of information and nka Sammy Gyamfi da ho opposition na ye ko hu say kojo opon kroma bodyguard ya ko hu say sika we say bodyguard na fa wia enka Sammy Gyamfi ya ho press conference by 1,000 into on moral grounds and on public policy and public morality issues no Sammy Gyamfi has no business threatening court action na Sammy Gyamfi in court action what is na po asamba ye then one go can against Apo Sammy Gyamfi dia na one kanti na po but because na MPP who abeye here around that time enti Sammy Gyamfi susu jegum kanti na po asem no court Sammy Napo won the case against you Sammy Gyamfi Napo won the case against you even as a lawyer was on the ingredients of defamation on him say asem we make defamatory and so kanti Napo o kanti Napo because now person will score political points inti o kan good Napo so good Napo fin e brain Napo sunsumu ase mun nyina mo ka ho na Napo afon no brain Napo sunsumu ase di Napo chese na Sammy Gyamfi to me in the press conference they say MPP for ye won't change the party. Where was the evidence at the time MPP for ye won't change the party? Sammy Gyamfi obi do court. These are questions to me. I'm asking these are legitimate questions. These are where you what say you busa legitimate cases. What say you busa questions? Some you cassette na poama eventually na pona fe de no and nyesa wo kan ba ko pena na podi wo kokoto na to aso ba ko mienu miensa ejesa buru na postu na final na postu no the attempt be court and na po winning case na against you and no kra no Sammy Gyamfi mo say appeal na Sammy Gyamfi so de obi be court nko for de beka the same way you scored political points what I said the same way you scored political points about issues allegation na unfounded unwarranted unmeritorious against MPP for our deba power no the same thing and comfort to credit yaw we there a thief man dog bite dog what you say we obi ayebi ai into boot for boot now the man MPP for na no be and almost the man the same boot for boot allegations una okaka a friends and nepotism won chendi na na do na friends won chendi satan no na evidence bi ana so obi che bibie di now evidence be so be che bibiedi Now, oh, there was some bars, say, Sammy Gyamfi say, they go court. I'm going to court. Wa be come assembly amedo be court. Sammy Gyamfi to why? Unyanko court. Court there to oh. Me see in warning na pocket to na po win a judgment against you 5 million Ghana cedis. You have even appealed. Now, obi did the same issue ni be here wa also court. No, Sammy Gyamfi court there. We not go allow you make you go. Why? Now Sammy Gyamfi is admitting say there has been losses. What was them? All the propaganda, all the PR, all the shenanigans. Sammy Gyamfi government ni adie ye nyina now. Omo admit said there are losses. So why was all the propaganda? Ade na mu ye PR. Sammy Gyamfi call merry go round. I was afraid you aja too. Wa call merry go round there. Afraid you also no aja too say go board no make losses. Consume the boy hina. It really say I see company making losses are any crime. See I see company making losses are any crime. Say the bank for cry a juma or bank. So we close your books for the day. They make losses. And bank biakra they make accommodation for losses because I said the wakoto emono. What the more banks bear 6 kojaswa. O shano olonka ompono na olonka ba ko ashoti. Sa na humanity. Into company bia obe make the problem that comes with the losses in the case of Sammy Gyamfi, it is when the losses near edoso. That is when it's a problem. It's an alarming because I know any normal loss. The you make way from 1 minus 1 losses. It is normal. It comes with the. But when the losses become extreme, when the losses become a big loss, that is when it's a problem. It's in a gold board for the year a problem. And a gold board, NDC for gold board, they Ghana for in a gold board. So one on all they cast a more beyond comment about gold board because it's an ignorant mouth. It's an ignorant lips. And the Lord does not lie in your ignorant lips. And the Lord does not lie in your ignorant mouth. Form. Because Ghana is the same taxpayers' money and found your free Kumasi and found your free Accra, your free Sabulugu. Ghana as a whole, your taxpayers' money, and yet they build the Bank of Ghana. And Bank of Ghana is answerable to the people of Ghana. Forget Yawano. So one question now who person now person with propaganda now by me, I'll ignore you. Because this is not about propaganda, this is about education. We need to give people media for the no. And that is why I say NDC by media for criticizing. We are the critics of every government. Now then I find nanado. Missing me nanado besin nanado ejami on me kasa. Besin ne on my penny is excellency nanado don't go for former president. On me fine. Because I criticize him profusely. It is why does NDC feel a sense of entitlement? This is the problem I have. Sense of entitlement. Say, yeah, the NDC about more criticize here. It's journalists for cry. If for the time no more critical question. MFA we are fan on your man then gold hub, petroleum hub, your man PR, corporate affairs manager. Uncle ye no more by no more propaganda no. Papa see near fan of Bank of Ghana. Omo no more PR no. Why near fan of Miami Bremonakwa, Atofos and Fan, Ministry of Finance. Into journalists who used to ask critical questions. This is part of the, culture of silence. No? Culture of silence now NDC for embarking on. And mind you, don't come and tell me any cock and boo comments. Say, if you're the one complaining about culture of silence, because UTV, critical issues, make Ekufuado time. I say Ekufuado more your culture of silence in there. I said it. Don't come in. You see, you cannot use anything against me for equalization purposes. In fact, you can be culture of silence. And 1 year san can in it's Munya study NDC. Enti Sammy Gyamfi say one kasa wo agia to say. One kasa wo agia to say there have been losses. The answer to the people of Ghana. How the losses came about. And whether the losses are justified or not. A mandate we need to know. It is our right as citizens of Ghana to know. Yes, you better file it. RTR, Right to Information Act. You better file it. Say the NDC propaganda. Say you galam say no crap background. NDC 1% of be who say ensure na nite and I say nite. It's Joy FM for trial letter the command. Ghana Water Force. You can see what the stability of the water is. Ghana Water Force. They say can you imagine? The same government or accuse Ekufuado so your culture of silence. That government now is vimciously preventing media people from getting information. The same government viciously is preventing the media from getting information. Into why NDC no? I told you more. Comment where I post to Facebook. Who the good anymore? Ashanti Regional Minister, you are disgracing us. Granted, say we a doctor to accounting, but me tell me doctor, me accounting. But me cry, ma drink coins like a cry no crash. Let me say. Simple mathematics and a simple corporate governance. Just say the facts will be a tech company. And it doesn't mean that losses is bad. We cannot question it. And I say we have to blame the person who formed the company, because as no management of a company and as no the founders of a company. Simple basic analogy. Say a setting up any institution. Etika President Kufuor setting up NHIA no. Say NHIA make losses. I go with President Kufuor na Ashanti Regional Minister we. Me see member gu en massive. Because the fact says a gold board ba umiakwa na set it up. It doesn't, there's no correlation between whoever set up the gold board and the losses. Because losses is purely about management. So be managing company, whether the company makes a loss or not, is purely about management and the management decisions that would have led to the losses or otherwise. It has nothing to do with being a company, no. Because despite the 2 hour BA companies you need fufu, special ice near there, any UTV near there. Inti despite the company boka you go with despite that because despite a human running no onim what father na running. Inti losses ba. It is the management of despite media. Any despite companies no money you go with despite. He only what company anyway. But he has a board, and the board will appoint a managing director and a general manager to manage the company. The general manager is answerable to the board because the board is the one that manages. It is a gold board in managing gold. That's a gold 9 year. Why are we going to blame Baumia? There's no correlation. Dr. Makurin, Jai politics ne propaganda now we on social media no. Some of the things I have busemu ansa no munchira Mr. Wa wadaroma wo de o ya mebra akuma inti misrawo me wadaroma asante man koso nti ya misrawo ne ba bi se impostu na nkofo ba attack wa ye kan nyina misrawo ada ye de ne say ye de no nti ye be protect at all costs comedian me kwa de mo personal interest wo say ye manage you here that chi bi na wo na presidential what ma say enti tobo ko posi we na anyede. There is no correlation between whoever set up a business and the losses the business makes. Unless Baumia ya Nanka Baumia da home manager, then you can question Baumia. Baumia is not managing a gold board. It is a losses here, but why should you go and ask Baumia? Meanwhile, gold board Neduma is buying and selling of gold. Metiaya na mebe catch him say Bank of Ghana cry Baumia mo time we gold deposit in Bank of Ghana. We had gold deposits that's of time about Baumia ko near 38 ounces of gold. Baumiamo koye na a Bank of Ghana we any gold board for ton 19 tons and they made a loss of 1.4 billion. 1.4 billion. First tranche, you know. It's gold. If we made the loss, it has nothing to do with that. Baumiana the gold for oil on the buy or no cash any gold for deposits no Bank of Ghana. There's no correlation. Because the decision to sell the gold, you know, has nothing to do with Baumia. The decision to register gold buyers has nothing to do with Baumia. Into Ashanti Regional is you want kind of one I won't blow. I am many of them. Men nguye ni mas Mr. Wada. What you say Ashanti man cause one kasa future presidential ambition. Me kwa who presidential ambition kwa me presidential ambition cause we a smart guy. But men ko post you never say. And the gu when you say. Na Professor Bopping. Echemu no crash say a kaya bono is beyond 22 billion Ghana cedis. A bro 22 billion Ghana cedis. What the bad dollar more? A bro $1.4 million. A bro. Inti yen should be. And this is purely a management issue. But Dr. Bopping, Eddie knew a yibiba muse. We should design of the concept. Losses need be so free design. What dear? Okay, so blame Dr. Baumia. It is reasonable. It is reasonable because omo design because I mean they from one to design. They came to meet the design. But in terms of say ye taxes no a small scale miners na komo cotton gold na gold board for no and also mutia tax ema government and no abaye you no purely NDC asem and also a part of the losses na ma losses no ekosoro no What you say? And Bank of Ghana for also the gold now 38 tons now. Ye jama woman Dr. Baumia jama omo cotton. Yeah, that is also purely this Bank of Ghana issue. So that one you have to situate it. It's one yet very academic or very intellectual about the issue. Now we see with the BBA propaganda, with the BBA atemia, you will lose it because at the end of the day, you see lost way, and yes, Sammy Gyamfi lose you. Sammy Gyamfi sikeni. Ni pay a Sammy Gyamfi be job beje ne pepepe. Ni de ode betu kwa business class we betu kwa akọ chele ni ade na obeje pepepe. Es gracia bi wo mu kra Sammy Gyamfi fata obesana je ne pepepe. Eye yen Ghana for ni ye lose. This loss is our loss. Yen Ghana for ni ye lose, not Sammy Gyamfi. This law, because Bank of Ghana lost, the loss of the people of Ghana. You be pay we in so. You see, and this is where so when NDC says that they want to fight Galamsey, they are not fighting Galamsey. Because in this, some person fighting Galamsey, some tax components, there was small scale miners, Sukrano. Or what to go name your number to a gold border. To your tax 1% my government, what year for do you want to stop Galamsey? Let's some person stop Galamsey, no. So no one that said this by Galamsey and said astronomical level. A sanko a cost more because you don't want to stop the Galamsey. For tax kakra to so na no ponye disincentive say mo amuko tunu kwa say the NDC and see NDC and kasa the campaign so obe regularize go Galamsey no and nobody is lying about it. He said NDC to me stop Galamsey no, they are not lying, they did not lie, they said that omo regularize. In fact because of Galamsey, you don't release them. They said it, which is why I am one person. To be cracked. That's another thing. Come, my catch as a chama won't be the may be defended any day, anytime. But I'm saying, say, and this and Casa Cracker, so more would them that because of Galamsey, because they will release them and they will overturn their conviction and they will buy a review. It will talk you gold nephew for her. That's also all to gold. That's a tax 1% nepe. Our mood Kagame benye bina youth employment and they do 30%. Between NDC for about 2024, you need 2026 year youth unemployment increasing by 30%. Increasing up to 30% according to IMF no World Bank now. And can be 1% in the crowd and can be a creative jobs craft for boys. Debbie. Abaya nyanisa. And this is the law. So Aban cannot propaganda this loss away.
Wait the means obre. Posting them they are trunchen. Oh, what the kokurumutiri kwe ya de so troja wo kwan. Na ye ye yiribi na wenti ya be ye wo yiraba mfantikasa no. Santa Regional Minister, who free asana me catch us territory na wom no. Enye wo territory. We are santine de bet ko no awodom no. Enye ne stronghold ni ha. Nye ne hold ni ha. Enti wo di agro bi ahwe ne yie. Ana ye dije wo so Asante Regional Minister followed the crowd without assessing the clouds. Tio, o follow domino, but one hurry when say wiem betimi adane. Esoro hokora no a etimi bo ewia ne saa soro hokora na dane be tonsu. Saa ewia kora no esoro ne boy, saa soro hokora no a na esan ema esumba ye. Enti nipa no a wono mo comment section ase, oh Regional Minister call, or we a youth minister call, san krofo no a na asa dane ebutu. Enti wono mo ye no wozana san krofo no a na ye no crucify him. Tie, comment na ho no. Obi say sometimes when your brain separate from your you see eba ne sa no a obi aba no wo ka de opetrew. Obi aba no wo ka de opetrew. Obi say wadwene ene wo argument ene wo nsusue ne wo keka no ene ne mfa edifa. And Asante Regional Minister and can respect there. But what they are too from my friend Tiaso, the people that were praising you, that same people, and no more san. And they is a medium fisi and said the year catcher ya went here and they were nim guasiabano. Sana Samidian fins we catcher no crowd is Samidian video. Oh no, I know what to say, Sabi, yen fita, yes, son, why no funny pebi and ya o feel say wo na ban wo power ntino na ban no betina so saa enti wo beka na dwena chene pani na mom pani bi tiechire ehunu se da bi enkwamo no abrante na bedi no enye normal wodidi papa na tem in fact nkomo no na wobedi a kire ga wobedi na wonni ntira afenyama kenkwa na wodi a kire wiase the whole Ghana na wo clarify wo ho enti atemnide no efri himfa na bae na we nipa bedi nkomo we ya branche bedi nkomo we ya na a whole regional minister enye Kumasi minister a whole Ashanti regional minister ababe fuaso ebebusa say aha enti we this no some na mo siasa ba omia na de baaye aden na ba omia yes look at this we regional minister we can we regional minister can ye king we regional minister enti omo a na ofil say omo be gigine so omo be so no so omo be ni say enra onwani megu ase onwani mgu ase onwani mgu ase sisi an wo ka kura wo munti wo ka enko wo twira na afia adane aba wo so na adane atemdie because ye mo bid say no ye hunu ka kire mo ba mo fa no say eye sabe eye time bi na ye time enti wo kwa twira no kura no ye se wo hene ba akubi okwa na we de on pema sem timi nkobusa no na wako ye nko mun kombedi nkunim mun kombedi nkunim mun kware ya bo mo dako eno obi ka kire se da bi kwa branti we de me gidi say waka ebeye waka wutie na wo fa ebeboa wo oso yi onka papa mfa me ho da ana wo ye convincing one wo koye wo koduru ho no ana wo se hwa kwa wo kono kwa wo bewu oso ya me kan manka so onka yansam da de bia nkwase asam kwa ade wo time saa na mo mudu madwene ya mo regional minister say saa na adwene ya say time no ye mpenasam saa na NDC fo bi adwene o mo say ye mpa mo sem. In fact, abranche ne ka trense ehye wotirim se mempa wasem but wo kwa ebekun ampanzo okoko wi ena omo pe na asem no afide eba na omo ina ye don enti omo so Sammy Gyamfi so ena wonko ena Sameko se me nkasa aban sesa me aban sesa kura na saade we koso abi ameni krent but say wodo a enye obi ne kumentwe ebu esia ko. It is a word na so mo yesi ye twa wo so ka the people that were praising you, the people that were pushing you, Sameko we are young ebi kura so be man pani ko san krofo no se duru se wo di court akwade aba se wo mbeboa wo a wo be ka me yetie de bia me de me ka tro se waso afofora nya menyoku NPP ne so se waso afofora nya menyoku NPP ne so enti debre na mfra wo pani chachu chikata na busa ne se ade na course a kufuo timi daily no na wo de send the Gen Z lawyer tipo for bibia normal Shanti regional minister nso tia no nso waye Gen Z minister Gen Z regional minister ana agudie ne woni ni so we dia bure dia enso wanye bibia wa hada wanye bibia o okopenti asokwan interchange no okopenti asokwan interchange no ena odi din ena wo TikTok ena agudie huro obia be kan asema na wo huro onwo so wage woni so onwo ni mguase because we hunu se asam na branchen kan no eya asam a ede asem kese ebeba obaso so enne ni Lante Vanderpuye so pacho NDC fo mo kekan sam a mo hwe mo keka ne yi ni Lante Vanderpuye so pacho Ghana fo mfancho ne busu ya me dem ko hu media bro hi smart of media kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel me dey the oduman ko ba na ko fifuma sante gudie.